Alright, let's continue on.
Very sad time.
Let's do it.
Stage 3.
Yay.
Fallen Swan. And we already know that Willow sees herself as a black swan. Her spirit animal.
She does look like it though.
The forest has come to an end. The sparse vegetation or garden has been left in disarray by the incident. The purple potato flowers lie scattered upon the soil.
Nice.
Not the potatoes! Ah.
The
Alright,
Irish potatoes.
we got a grandma.
Can I try?
Yeah, of course.
Nice! It's been season again. Wait, it's bud season again.
Buds like potatoes.
Oh, okay. Oh, those are
Yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell
Not
is
spud
buds?
like kid, spud like potato. Grandma
Okay.
Rico in the house.
Yes.
Yay.
Charlotte, I made your mashed tatties. What the hell's tatties?
Hades, maybe?
Taters.
Ta-
like so.
Oh,
like,
taters?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mashed
taters.
potatoes.
Your mashed taters for breakfast today, with plenty of sweet cream, your favorite.
Love this voice.
This is great.
But also, mashed tatties is like a wild thing to say and see on screen.
Yeah.
Mashed.
I know what it actually means, but like still.
Mm.
I'm hearing of mashed tatties.
Learning new pronunciation. All string. So every string there's a new one.
Yes.
Coach says I can't eat this anymore. Floor ritualists need to keep their figure trim. She says that if I want to win the gold, I need to.
Oh, Charlotte, now they've got you worried about your eating too.
Wow.
I know you're a good little thing, and you like your floor ritual very much, but with all that training you do, and with all this growing you still to do, you have to eat properly. Otherwise, you'll wither away into nothing.
True, though.
I just want to make a quick PSA here. Eating disorders as well as like mental health issues, especially with dancers, is a real problem we have in our society. So if you have like body dysmorphia or body image issues to the point where you are no longer eating on time or properly, or if you know someone like that, please seek professional help. There are people who can help with that and help like get like you or that other person through it. It is definitely a big problem when, especially athletes and dancers, starve themselves chasing after a specific image, and like with the excuse of you have to sacrifice for your art. You don't have to sacrifice your health for your art is the thing.
I +1 that. Yep.
Well, at least there's someone good in Charlotte's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take one bite, eh? How about it?
I mean, it looks like it worked because Willow is not 4'2". She's like 5'9".
One bite. Girl has problems anyway. Oh, back we are. Oh no, I know where this is going.
Oh, it's me. Okay. We're back here. What did you have for breakfast?
Her eyes are fixed with a small clump of mashed potatoes left hanging on the girl's chest.
Creamy mashed potatoes.
Before the girl can react, she explodes.
How many times have I told you? If you want results, you can't eat rubbish like this.
You take that back. Potatoes are delicious and nutritious.
I love potatoes.
I was just trying to get a little energy.
Okay, I just want to like very quickly take a look here, because I'm worried. Oh man, yeah, she's very tiny.
Yeah.
They both know this is an excuse.
The Uluru qualifiers are in 3 days, Charlotte. Did you forget that little fact? Or do you think that pathetic speck of talent of yours gives you the right to get complacent? Eh? If that's what you think, then let me tell you now, Charlotte.
A cruel smile spreads across her face.
What a waste of space you are.
No, you did not just say that.
To a child. Oh,
Damn.
there'll be no shortage of talent at the qualifiers.
Why?
I know I should have done it, but you don't need to humiliate him like this.
Yeah, stand up for yourself, girl. Go get him, girl.
Humiliate you.
She gives a sharp, cruel laugh.
You're right. I don't need to humiliate you. Because the moment you walk out on that floor beside real athletes, you'll have already done it yourself. Go ahead. I won't stop you.
She is casual in the face of this cruel remark.
Go ahead and eat your creamy mashed potatoes if you love them so much. Oh, and Her Majesty needs her beauty sleep too. Why not go ahead and cancel your morning training? In fact, why not take the whole day off?
Okay, she needs a new coach.
She needs some punching in the face.
Yeah.
Sports are just too exhausting, I know. Not only do you have to put up with your aching muscles, but you have to watch what you eat and deal with your bossy old coach. After all, you're Lady Charlotte, a fine noblewoman.
Right, I was wondering about the house. Like, the first comment that Tooth Fairy made about was that it's a Victorian era house with like really old architecture. So I guess she inherited it then. Right, she doesn't have any eyes. Therefore, she's an unimportant NPC character.
Yep.
I do wonder about her outfit, which
Yeah.
is basically Willow's outfit.
Yeah, it is really
yeah.
similar.
Yeah, the difference I think is the flared skirt.
How could a noble be asked to sweat on the red land of Uluru? She should be sitting in the audience. Yes, in the audience with a parasol and a cool drink. No?
Hey lady, your bias is showing.
For real. I shan't waste my energy on you any longer.
She turns to next to the training ground without a backward glance. Charlotte slowly clenches her fists. You ever about to go ham? About to throw some hands?
Show
Kill the
hands.
Oh.
There we go again. I am not.
She punches the wall, and the pain in her knuckles fills with bitterness. Yeah, you gotta aim higher.
I am not the Lady Charlotte.
Hmm.
She grits her teeth as She grits her teeth as sinuses sting. She holds back her emotions, not letting the tears flow from her eyes.
I will win the gold medal.
She pressed her leg hard against the wall, her whole body bending into a gentle curve. She begins the routine she has practiced 1,000 times before, but this time, alone in the room. Her body trace arcs in the air as she leaps and lands with each element.
0.2, 0.5, 0.3, 0.7, 0.4.
I think she's naming the points for every element out loud as she's doing it.
Oh,
Mm.
adding them up.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's just like a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Like
Mm-hmm.
perfectionism is like a really easy trap to fall into.
Yeah.
She silently records the score of each element as she goes, yep, yep. Next comes the most important part, the arcane skill segment. She closed her eyes. Invisible energy flows through the air.
Eye of Day, Keeper of Balance. You are the Endless Well. Healing Sulis, Shining Sulis, Holy Sulis. To us you tell.
Let's take a screenshot.
Yeah, I like that.
The context of how she started dancing and did the floor ritual is sad, but the ritual itself is kind of mesmerizing to look at.
Mm.
Yes.
A faint glow appears before her eyes.
You warm our souls, heal our wounds, and grant us endless peace.
The light is as warm as spring. She reaches out her hand to it. Oh look, she's actually smiling while she performs.
Oh, that's a new one. If only I could touch the hem of her garment, that flowing, loving radiance.
I didn't actually pick that up, but her expression changed when she saw the glow with her hand still up.
Mm.
See, this is why you should do things, not because someone tells you to. Ah, man.
Mm.
Well,
Did I do something wrong?
why can't I see your radiance?
The energy still flows beside her, stirring her hair and softly ruffling the feathers on the leotard.
Why?
Why can't I see you? Why do you reject me? How can I win your favor?
In the endless darkness, her voice is the only echo.
I'll do anything.
Give you anything. Please, let me win the gold medal.
That voice shouldn't be here. She opens her eyes, startled.
What are you?
I came to get the Y recorder.
The wire recorder?
Not as cold as she seems, huh? Maybe?
What is she up to?
But the wire recorder is for everyone to use. It's always in the training room. She's never seen anyone take it out of here before. Yeah, I think she was just trying to motivate her in her twisted way. Why is she putting so much pressure on Willow, I wonder?
Because it's like that in sports.
Charlotte, the cruelty of competitive sports is that even if you give everything, you're likely to end up with nothing in return.
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
Like, you might not win every single competition, but you're getting something out of it.
It depends on what her definition of nothing is.
Right. She continues, half speaking to herself.
I thought you'd understand this. But no, you're just a ridiculous, foolish little girl. Think about those who came before you. Oh, I think I know how to say this name. Shursa, for example. I think it's Shursa.
Yep.
Everyone thought she'd win the games hands down, even her competitors. But in the end, she injured herself before she could compete. She never even saw Uru herself. Only heard those 3 haunting syllables repeated by everyone around her. Of course, you know better than I.
Sorry.
Oh, you know better than I what happened to her after that.
She jumped off the London Bridge. She jumped off London Bridge.
What makes you think you won't be the next?
That you won't end up like her.
Subtle thing here, but the coach's expression did change when she mentioned this.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like she's making fun of the athlete. She seems genuinely sad about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I suppose in her mind, if you don't win, like if you don't get the gold medal, everything was for nothing. So why waste your life doing a sport if you don't win? That's like, you don't think about, all the fun you have, all the competition, all that. No, it's winning or not, and that's it.
Yeah. It's a very extreme perspective, and it's very unhealthy.
On your feet.
Okay, we're back, I suppose.
An unexpected command.
The last element you just performed. Do it again.
Okay, so yeah, the coach definitely didn't just come back for a wire recorder. She changed her mind.
The qualifiers are just around the corner, and you're still jumping like that. If you aren't able to bring forth your arcane skill, you absolutely cannot afford to make a single mistake in the rest of your routine.
Gosh dang. Whew, chills.
Gosh. Oh, wow.
Reverse
I'm gonna go
definition shy away from these
ahead.
topics for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
That's true.
Oh my goodness. But I'm so peeved by this coach.
Seriously.
Should not be saying these things to a kid. One thing I will.
Yeah, she should not.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, she should not. It's just, again, like, it's such a common point of view. Like, nowadays is a little less, I suppose, but, like, especially at this time, like where the story passes, but like even a few years ago, like the tough love, I suppose, like you feel like you are doing a favor to the person, because if you aren't tough and if you don't like force them to do the best,
Right.
they are going to disappoint themselves and they are going to waste their life away. So it's better if you like push them so they can be their best, which I mean, I guess it works for some people, but for most people it doesn't really, especially kids. Like, come on. Kids, that is not one where that
so
one should be
impressionable.
applied. If you are an adult, if you are an adult and you want a little bit of that pressure, sure. Like,
But like telling a kid you're a
Kids.
waste of space and then they internalize that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, like Willow have problems. Why?
It's like
You
Willow
can see why.
Willow in the main story mutters to herself all the time about how she's not worth it. And I feel like the coach cannot help things.
This is where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and it's basically because she didn't win, so she is a waste of space in her eyes, from what people told her.
Mhm.
Fucked up.
I will say though, one thing here that I'm hoping will come up is as part of the main story, there's like a excerpt you can read about Willow's family, and her grandmother was also a floor ritualist, and she didn't win the gold medal. She won a bronze medal, and seems to be pretty mellow in her old age. I wonder if like she had a similar mindset, or if she's always been like this. As someone who's like experienced it.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of sad. I mean, in the main story, that to this point, I suppose the only good person in Willow's life was her grandmother. And in the main story, she says her grandmother passed away 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And if I had to guess, it has something to do with her leg.
Mm.
But I was like, I'm looking at this leg. The art of it is so visceral.
Yeah.
You can really see where the seam connects and everything. Oh man. I thought that this patterning on her leg was like part of the prosthetic. I'm realizing now it's probably like a scar of some kind.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering though, like why it's green or why it's that specific color.
Yeah, like a rusted gold kind of. Yeah. Off. There's something. It's not a really pretty color.
I do think it is the leg, because there is that CG where you can see the whole leg on top of the pillow, and it goes up to her thigh, like to the connection
Right.
of her, like the upper section of her thigh.
It doesn't go beyond that either. Shadow says the coach looking like that pusher the best. Your coaches are the best. You may hate how it is, but it does produce results. At what cost though?
No,
I
it
know.
does produce. Yeah, it does produces results, and that's why to this day a lot of people are like that. But it does fuck up like mentally the person. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And also,
That's
especially
why
when you
I am
consider that it's a
kind of
kid.
divided on it.
It's like, at least if you're an adult with a strict coach, you have some ability, you have some power, and you can walk away if it's not working for you. But as a kid, you don't have the ability to stand your own if you're not agreeing with the coach's, strategy of
Yes,
strict
there is
coaching.
that. There is that, and also, how do you say? That's why I am kind of torn on it, because on one hand, it does work, but on the other hand, there's two problems. There is that survival bias, like as you see, for example, let's suppose one that you can actually go and look on YouTube, like those children that go through K-pop training. They go on their school. It's very strict, and like not all of them then can get to the end and actually be stars and all that. So you are left with a bunch of children who went through all that and were left behind, like with nothing, with the trauma. And to the children who actually works, because it does work on some children, they rarely are very well develop adults, like if they are, it's because they did a lot of work. Usually what happens, in my experience, like from people that I know, etc., is that they just keep pushing themselves and they burn out, and then they go to the opposite side. Like they instead of learning to do something in a, how do you say, healthy, but how do you say, constant way, like something that they can keep going to the rest of their life, they do something pretty quickly, like that burns quickly, and that's it. Although in sports, that is also that thing, like you are 26, you are too old for sports already, like Olympics and stuff. So maybe they are like, I don't care about being healthy when I am 30. When I am 30, I'm not competing anymore. So yeah. But the problem is that it involves children, and they can't decide like on that. If you were an adult, whatever. But
their brains aren't developed yet to make those decisions.
Yeah.
I don't want to drag on the conversation forever, but this immediately makes me think of Carrie Strug, who was on the U.S. gymnastics team in 1996, and her coach told her to do the vault even though she had an injury on her leg, and so she listened to her coach even though she was just 16 years old, I think. And there's a lot of people in my generation who like grew up looking up to that. Like I was really inspired by that gymnastics team, but like looking back at it, it's like she was just 16. She didn't have, your brain's not fully developed then. And like she listened to her Russian coach who was like, nope, you got to do this, and she did it, and everybody was really proud of her, but also at what, at what cost.
Yeah, at what cost. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because you can reach farther sometimes, like, but sometimes the push is too much. It's just meant to push you. Yeah, but like there is a good coach will know how to balance that, and it's when you just leave the child with the coach there, like you need an adult to be there to kind of like analyze. It's this coach like a good one, because being strict, like being not strict, like them expecting a lot, goes a long way. But then there is, there is going too far.
I think I agree. It is limited to specific things, and like we're seeing like snippets of interaction. It's entirely possible that the coach outside of those specific instances is like fine. So maybe there's like more nuance, more context to it for sure, and like not disparaging coaching as a profession at all, because like there are, like you said, good coaches. It is just like when is too far, what is too high of a cost, and how do you set those boundaries, especially if you're like dealing with kids, But with that being said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but like, because since we're reading a story, like narrative and all, if she was like nicer in other instances, I think they would show us, to show like, oh no, she's very strict. But now when they have a pause, she's like very nice to her and all of that. And then when it's training time, she goes back to being strict. So that's fine. But they didn't show that, so I am, like. Interpreting that no, she isn't like that at all.
Bad side mostly. Well, I say mostly, all fully.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go ahead and continue on. After stage 4, we'll take a break. So
that sounds good.
Yeah. We are like 5 away, so we should be on schedule here to finish within 3 hours. We should be okay for that, but gotta make sure that we play through.
Yeah.
Hulu Qualifier Stadium. The day of the qualifiers met with unfavorable weather, as a faint haze lingers in the air. Everyone agrees that today is not a good day for rituals. Well, it's London. What do you expect? No fog?
Gonna wait for good weather in London? Never gonna happen.
Yeah, like once a year?
Yeah.
A familiar voice speaks beside her.
These are only the qualifiers, so I don't expect you to set a world record or anything. Just perform decently well, and you'll be sure to make it through to the next round.
Also, I have a little bit of a theory cooking in my head. But it's
I
basically
have
the
one
end
as well.
of the main story, so I won't say anything until we see something happening.
Whoa.
Yeah.
As long as you feel her on the floor, you'll be able to complete all the elements. Understand?
Okay. I thought she said as long as you feel your feet on the floor. I'm like
Okay.
feel her on the floor. Okay.
Hmm.
The girl is too focused to speak. She gives a simple, vigorous nod.
All right. Go on then. Believe in yourself.
A warm hand pats her shoulder. She steps onto the floor. As the music starts, the darkest 5 minutes of her youth begin.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna guess this is. Oh no, it's a
Oh.
random. It's a random person, I think.
I guess I can do this. Sure. Oh, congratulations, Caroline, on your victory on the floor.
And there's Caroline.
Who is doing Carol?
I forgot.
Should I, or...
I mean, Teresa's already doing Willow, and I feel like Willow and Caroline will definitely have like a conversation. So,
Right.
anyone other than Teresa, Shiny,
I
go for it.
could if... Sure, I can do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Their voices are vague and distant, and she cannot divert her attention from them. Ah, I see. Young and adult Caroline.
Hmm.
If that's the case, I could do child Caroline.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
think?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Their voices are vague and distant, and she cannot divert her attention from them.
I must say, when I learned that Charlotte O'Hagan would be participating, I didn't expect to win first place, since we all know she's a world-class flow ritualist.
Charlotte O'Hagan has finished in 8th, meaning she'll most likely miss the finals.
Flower Ritual's always had its roots in Arcanum. If she's only here to compete for technical points, why doesn't she compete in another event?
Feck.
Potty mouth on this one.
Uh,
Sassy
I
child.
beg to differ.
Oh, hang on. I think I heard something.
Charlotte is an outstanding player. I beg to differ.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you had observed her performance closely, you wouldn't be making light of her efforts.
But she made a huge mistake. She didn't even complete the ritual segment of her routine. Ah, she couldn't get the actual arcane part of it to work. That was a critical failure in the stability of ritual. Didn't you see? The clouds she summoned poured rain all over each other's heads.
Oh.
There was scattered laughter throughout the venue.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. I will no longer answer any questions regarding Charlotte O'Hagan. I'm afraid your understanding of sportsmanship leaves much to be desired.
Yeah, tell him, sis. Footsteps approach from behind her.
What's on your mind, girl?
A brief silence ensues.
Nothing. I want to go home.
She starts to lift herself up from her chair when a pair of hands press her firmly back down.
Are you a coward?
Of course not.
Sorry, I'm just saying this in the background. The price of success is hard work.
Yes.
Not bad words to live by.
I don't want to be a coward.
Oh, the artist put tears in her eyes. Ah, I can't look.
She's been crying like a lot.
She bows her head deeply. Her tears form little puddles on the backs of her hands.
But does it matter what I want?
Will wanting to win a gold medal make it sprout wings and fly around my neck?
Yeah, reality is not everyone get a gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has to lose to win.
I can't control my arcane skill.
No matter how strong I will it, the ritual energies won't heed my call. They just turn into wet clouds, and all I could do was stand there and watch them fly towards the judge's seats.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this sport.
Maybe it's just like that reporter said, and I shouldn't even be here.
Honestly, a good time to examine that. This is the qualifiers, so if you're gonna make a decision, now's a good time as any, I think.
Listen, Charlotte.
The coach's voice pulls her back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
No one said you shouldn't be here. Do you know why you aren't able to perform the ritual?
Why?
Because you care too much about your score.
And whose fault do you think that is?
Yeah, that's really weird.
But
come with me.
My theory senses are tingling.
that sound is that that sound every time she walks.
These are all like memories or flashbacks or dreams, so maybe we're just like hearing her memory of how she sounds when she walks rather than like
No,
I don't know.
but sounds like the coach walking, and the coach has a I forgot the name, like cane.
Ah, okay.
Oh, really? I didn't. Okay.
I didn't notice that actually. The garden is lush with thriving plants and blooming flowers.
Energy flows constantly through the air around us. You have to think of it as a friend dancing along with you. After all, who would want to dance with an imaginary enemy? Close your eyes. I keep switching between British and Irish, and I can't decide what she is.
I mean, they're pretty close. You're doing
This isn't-
quite fine.
Oh, good. This isn't Uluru. The first thing you need to do is forget about the scoring rules. Recite your prayer.
Eye of day, keeper of balance. You are the endless well.
Go on.
Don't worry about your pronunciation or delivery. Just imagine you're talking to an old friend.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us you tell.
She raised her right hand high in the air.
Feel her.
Feel her breath. Feel her energy. Feel all that she brings to you. Feel that primitive rhythm. That rhythm and flow, your emotions, that psychedelic rainbow of colors.
Skittles.
Something lift my hand.
Ooh.
Flames are their dance, and wind their breath. Through wind and fire are we born, and by the rain are we swaddled. Warmth and light they bring, so why fear, pause, or stand by?
She chants, her voice aligned with some magnificent ancient rhythm, and from the tips of her toes 1,000 shadows bloom like flowers.
Dance, Charlotte.
Take my hand and dance.
She reaches out her hand in invitation.
The flames are their steps, and wings are their breath.
She follows the movements, each step sinking into a rhythm.
Wind, fire, rain. I'm not afraid.
She clasps her cheek in shock.
What is it?
Something kissed me.
Keep dancing.
The woman releases her hand comfortingly.
You've already got a much better dance partner. Don't think too much. Just let her lead you.
The girl closed her eyes, raising her hand high in ancient ritual.
It's a road destined to be lonely. Have you made up your mind?
Her voice is so quiet, it's thickly swallowed by the wind.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us you tell.
She arranges the catalyst in the dark of the room.
My best friend, Sulis.
She follows the guidance of an unseen force, her body gracefully flowing from one motion to the next. The candles surrounding her flicker, and the sound of distant wind rattles throughout the room.
Oh, there's a third kid.
Oh,
God, how many kids?
Sure. What's going on with you, Charlotte, these days? What the?
Oh my god.
so many.
I'll do this one, I guess. Hopefully they don't interact with the other kids. She must be feeling pretty down right now. What with all her practicing for the competition and all. She hasn't played with us for ages. And her coach is just horrible. Caroline told me her qualifier results were rather poor. My mom says that when a friend feels sad, you should try to make them feel better. We should do something nice for her.
I'm really worried she'll end up like. Oh my god. Sorry.
This is, Shursa.
Oh, Shursa. Oh. And like, Shursa. Hey, what did you hit me for?
That's a very extreme thing to say.
Stop talking rubbish.
The conversation outside continues, but Charlotte doesn't have the time to care. She feels Sulu's invitation to a realm beyond reality. In her trance, she sees shining blades of grass and gem-like flowers blooming in the distance. Golden flames burn in the sky, the sun melting to the mountaintop. Okay, yeah, I was suspecting it, but this is the exact same artist Uluru.
Oh,
This is Ulu,
yeah.
but like different name, I guess. Sulis.
Oh.
Blue, reborn from dark's embrace, I walk your path in sacred space.
Yo, no stuttering this time.
Life's end is death, but bones to life ascend.
Yeah, she sounds really confident.
Charlotte, are you in?
The ground trembles slightly. She looks at the distant golden light and feels something gently string her ankle.
Charlotte? Charlotte!
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
The
Ooh.
ground beneath her
Oh.
shakes violently, the shining blades of grass biting hard at her toes. She squats down in pain, watching bruises spread beneath her toenails.
Why?
What's wrong, Solis?
That was Charlotte's voice. She's in there.
The ground trembles still. She frowns, impatiently waving away the flies buzzing around her ears. They're making her irritable.
Charlotte, open the door! We're worried about you.
The sky is dancing with white clouds, and the ground is oozing blood. Her feet are stricken with a sharp pain.
Enough! Stop bothering me!
The shining grass fades, and she pulls the door open.
Oh no.
Oh, we're
Oh!
fighting?
We're beating them!
Beat them up.
Killing the kids!
We need the kids again.
You're bothering me! God, look at them!
Yeah, the colors
There
did
we-
soften up a bit, for sure.
Oh, now they're using the boy sprites.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Riku first, and then Shiny.
Okay. Charlotte, are you alright? Open the door, please.
Come on, open the door. We're worried about you.
What you're doing outside of Rashki?
Piotr?
Go away! Stop pestering me!
I mean, they gotta reuse some
Kill
accents
them.
right there.
Kill them.
That carbuncle has a really cute winter hat on its head, and it's adorable.
Oh dear.
Yes! Oh my god, that's so
Oh,
cute!
so cute.
I never saw this one before.
I think it's
Aw.
I
new.
want it.
I think it's new.
I forgot I was gonna read the enemy and critter descriptions, but all good.
Oh.
Oh,
Let's
I
water
call
the
upon you.
the ice.
Must work.
Yeah. Corporeal counter.
Oh, my friend Darkness kept getting defeated here. Okay.
I am scared.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's a taunt here. Good. Let's add corporeal to Willow. And let's taunt them so that this one gets attacked instead.
Oh yeah, but to not ignore Darkness comment up there, like because we kept going to make sure that the story keeps going on. I do understand where they're coming, especially because I had coaches like that, and I do prefer coaches like that. Like I am like that myself,
Sure.
like
Yeah,
with myself.
that's valid.
But that's the thing. Although I like it myself, I feel kind of bad in like doing that to other people. So I don't know how I feel when I see other people doing that. I mean, if they want it, good.
Mhm.
But
It's tough because like there's an element of like we said earlier, like there's an element of pressure because of the fact that she really wants Willow to win. But
Mhm.
yeah, she did ease up quite a bit in that last interaction, and gave her some advice that isn't just about the score. It's really interesting.
Yes, it is.
Heed my prayer.
She was
Hi,
saying
it's a
stuff
balance.
like, "You're nothing. You are nothing without winning," and that's a really, like, that's something that you can take to heart, and you can convince yourself that you are nothing if you can't succeed at this thing. When really, no, you're a human being, and there's a lot of different things you can do. And when one door closes, it sometimes means another door opens, and
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just like, again, it's fucked up because it's such a strange thing for me. Because again, like to me, it works for me, for myself. But it's still like I'm not going to say that it didn't fuck me up a little bit, you know. Like that thing about if you don't do that, you are nothing. Like it took me a while to get off of that one.
yeah,
Because I started that as a child, you know. So I know that it didn't make me much better, but it did push me a lot, and I did accomplish a lot. But like, was it worth it? You know? That's why I say like, to me, I know that it works for me, but I don't know if if I had a kid, I don't know if I would let like them have a coach like this.
yeah.
Oh,
That's more it.
Okay, I think I'm good with this setup. I just have to like keep using Incorporeal because that's the one that really helps.
It does. It
keep her
helps so
alive.
much.
It just stands for this arm. We're not actually doing any damage, so... Oh, it's only a 4 HP shield. Okay, then I will disarm one of the rock throwing ones, I guess.
Then I just realized I will have to play this on my account. Fuck, I have to read.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look back at this bot and just like do what I did.
Maybe the
I
VOD will
guess.
help. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Ooh. Oh, okay. See, I didn't read this properly earlier, but that's what that does. So it waters all of them.
Heed my prayer.
Oh, this. Okay. It is precast, but it is also like conditional. Got it. Then maybe I don't water this round because they're doing like 3 attacks. Oh no, I can. I have enough. I can water. No, I shouldn't. Sorry, I'm looking at it and I only have 3 moves. So let's go Incorporeal for sure. Disarm this kid in the back because they're doing 2 attacks on us. And then water all of them with the ultimate.
Light the bonfire. I remember.
Come to the base, come to the base, come to the base, couple.
I really want a Carbuncle plushie. That would be nice.
I want as well. I want the merch so much. I don't have money.
Oh, speaking of,
Yeah, true.
I actually won merchandise from Reverse 999.
Oh, did you?
Congrats!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The guide thingy?
Yeah, I got chosen. I was surprised because like I was expecting like the $10 thing because like that's the second price, but like the merchandise like worth so much more. I don't know how they'll deliver it to the Philippines.
Yeah.
I believe in them.
It'd be like $100 or something.
Nah, dope.
Wow.
Dope. Very cool.
Well, I guess it's coming from China. It'd be like $20, but still.
It's happy for ya. That's so cool.
Yeah. I hope I get like stickers or a badge or a stamp or something. Something I can show off to the stream, you know?
Mm-hmm. It'll be very nice.
There isn't a lot I can do in this round, so I'm just gonna... Oh, and the Incorporeal's still there. Oh, okay. It goes over multiple rounds. So actually, I could just do like 2 stacks of Incorporeal if that's the case. And like, because I can.
Heed my prayer.
I've already won. I'm just victory lap. It's wholly unnecessary, but I'm gonna give that one its highest form. Which version of critter would you want though? The smaller critter or the larger like this one? As a plushie, I mean.
I'm fact checking myself when I was talking about the Olympics earlier because I want to make sure I wasn't making up anything.
I did remember that story though.
Yeah, she
So,
got back
yeah.
up and
should
she
be
actually did
something
the
similar.
vault.
I'm double checking what her age was because I think I said she was 16, but I want to make sure I'm actually right on that. Okay. Oh, so during the 1992 Olympics, she was 14. So later at 1996 games, I think it was
She would've been
96.
18.
She would have been 18. So she's right on the edge of being an adult.
Still kind of
And
iffy,
it looks like-
but
Hmm.
she made her decision.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I never want to see you again.
So this where it started.
Girl
huh?
just goes shouting powers here and there, like enchantments.
This seems fine.
This
No
is fine.
consequences.
Nothing bad is going to happen. I'm scared.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's mescling
It's
the
Riku.
memories.
It's the hex curse.
Okay. So it wasn't just like a thing that happened after she grew up. It was something that started as a child. Which is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Having driven away her old friends, the girl goes back inside.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us, you tell.
Oops, I talked over the Charlotte. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
She stands in front of the house, taking a deep breath, a faint smile on her face.
My friend, my only friend, Sulis.
Well, but a good mentality to have.
We will be an adult.
My precious.
Oh, there goes to people who were going to be nice to her. You know. And she pushed them away.
This is fine.
Fine.
Oh boy.
Young Charlotte is consistent with adult Charlotte, for sure.
Yeah, we can see where it all started.
Yep. Okay, so
Their mohawk behavior. True.
uh,
Same. I
we
can
can
say.
chat
I
for a
can speak
bit,
it.
but I want you guys to take a break because like
Yeah.
voice acting can
Okay.
be taxing. So let's take a 10-minute break. You think should be good?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
When you come back, we'll continue
Gonna
with
go.
the rest of it. But just quick time
Yeah.
check. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I might warm up a slice of pizza to nibble on for the rest of the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling pretty sad. This is true. Relatable.
Yeah.
Like flashbacks to strict teachers
Yeah.
who want you to succeed and perform, but also strict.
Yeah.
Is there-
No experience is individual. She's just like me for real. Yes.
Would you consider that the Socratic Method where you're like, you break down the student and build them back up again? That whole thing, like...
Maybe. Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
the
Not just for
so.
athletes.
it's so crates.
Oh, no. Socratic Method is
No,
something
I'm making a
different.
joke.
Oh, what'd you say?
I just said it's so crates.
So
it is.
crates.
And not Socrates. Okay.
But I do think it's on that version. Wait, what the fuck did I say that? I do think it's around that, but I mean, again, the problem. It's okay, well, for children at least. It's okay to be. I mean, again, kind of okay to be that strict, but then you need to give some guidance. Like, for example, it's okay for she being mad to her friend, being mad, at least not wanting people to like bother her while she's doing something so important, you know, like she needs a lot of concentration. But again, like story-wise, narrative-wise, from what we see later in her life and a lot, she did like just push everybody like away from her life. So like if there was a quote, would be nice a quote to be like, no, you are different from them. You really need to focus. You really need to study every day. But still have friends, you know, that type of stuff, you know, like you need to
work-life balance as it is.
yes, like you can be a very like perfectionist, but especially as a kid, you need to remember then, like remind them that there is other things that you need to have in your life as well. Otherwise, they're just going to take everything that you give them and run with it. You know, the kids don't have the context in life to think like, no, maybe I should not be doing that. Maybe I should like soften a little bit. Maybe I should not listen to my. No, they are going to listen. They are going to take everything to heart.
Yeah. Exactly.
Shadow says Socratic Method is really more for recitation. And I trust Shadow here.
Yeah.
Because, like, Shadow does work as a lawyer, so they would know.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, but let's go take a break. I'll see you guys at 35.
Excellent job, everybody. This is fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hydrate and drink my water. See you soon.
All right.
Okay, be right back.
I'll mute everybody, and we'll be back.
You can ring my bell, ring my bell.